Hello everyone, thank you for joining us this week for VPCG Social Chat. Our guest is Tytan.
Yeah, she says she's shy, but she's opening the show like that. Hi there. What's happening?
Oh, sorry. Okay, so as you know, I'm Tapanzwa, and thank you everyone for the comments, likes, shares, and views for the past few weeks. And today, we're going to get to know Tytan over here a bit better.
Well, yeah, a bit better is the right way. Because
Yeah.
I always find it awkward, like, after so many articles about me and which were interviews and whatever, people still want to know the same stuff. So I think I'm open to something new, something off the edge, something off the books, but on the PCG social chat.
Okay.
Okay.
So just tell like our viewers, because some of our viewers may be familiar with you as a musician, but they may not know like what other things you get into on a daily basis. So do you have any other business ventures outside of music that you get yourself into?
Okay, it's good you said business. I was about to say I take long baths on Sundays and everything.
I'm sure there's some ladies out there who would like to.
Business ventures, there's a lot actually. I'm wearing my own clothing, right? I'm trying to get into that. Well, I like doing things my way. Sounds a bit selfish, but yeah. When I have something I want to wear, I design it. So I'm a budding fashion designer. I'm a graphic artist. I'm into multimedia creation. If you've watched Coco, right? That very company is a company I run with my partner, Mr. Elders. But of course, he takes the front because he's the head creative there. And yeah, I'm just an administrator. But yeah, I do graphic work a lot. I shoot videos and whatever. And I'm more on the production side of things. Then what else do I do? I'm into brand management. So I've got a number of brands that I handle. And on the entertainment front, there's Cynthia Mare, there's Donald Canucci. Then I think in the past months there was a craze about Skimbo. You know Skimbo? Yeah. I handle Skimbo's brands.
Guys.
So yeah, I can safely say on that front I've got successful brands that are growing as well. You should watch out for Donald Canucci as well. Unfortunately, I don't handle my brand. I recently gave it to my new manager. I'll talk about her soon, not on this interview, but I have I've got a new PR team working on my future stuff, which is what I'm really excited about because a lot of good changes are gonna happen. Right? I like setting a trend, making history. What else do I do? Multimedia creation, brand management, fashion designer.
What about your social media platforms? Like, what have you utilized with everything that you've explained?
Okay. For instance, I have a lot of people. I think I was talking to you about there's a post that had all these girls saying, "Oh, I want this, I want that," because I was like, if you would want anything, and I mean anything at all, what would you want? One of the posts, one of the comments said, "I want your shirt, the one we didn't get at this function." They seriously, it was cold, and they wanted to strip me. How does that work? Well, I'm gonna feel guilty because this is the shirt I'm wearing. It's a very shirt. No, so what I want to get to is that I've pushed the fashion side of things bit by bit because I haven't been really keen on that aspect. I've done a couple of fashion shows, okay, with the nine Jovu, Bashupi's beautiful wife. She's my friend as well. Another thing I've done, I've pushed my music through that. It's something I used to do called Faga Fridays. It's coming back. It's a comedy series of different situations that relate to people's lives, like things you experience only at home, the things that you go through with your mom or your dad or whatever. So a lot of people would watch those, but I'd push my music through that. So the music that would be on that would be mine, especially new singles and whatever. Or even ads at the end of that. Another thing I've done which is work. I'm working on doing radio, but that's like a long-term project, right? Hopefully someday I'll open a radio station. But yeah, I'm working on doing radio. So I sampled out a number of clips, which are like demos that I'll take out there. It's corporate radio. Then another thing is, what other business do I do? I'm into production, music production. I've done a number of records with the team, with the particular producers like Juicer Dementa, who did Coco. I've been working with Juicer for 7 years, and I actually met him for the first time like a couple of months back when I went to the UK. So it shocked a lot of people because we have had a lot of projects. So some of the projects that we've worked on, I don't know if you people know a song called Rise Up Zimbabwe. You know that song? Never let Babylon get you down. Yeah, it's by Red Rat. From the very first day, Abra try call me. Yeah, you know, we worked on that. That's Abra Sims, Juicy Dementa, and pretty much because I was part of an organization called Abra, African Bred Recording Artists. So we do a lot of production work, and we're pretty much set in Jamaica as a production house and booking agency in partnership with Patron House Records. Patron House made the first hits for Vibes Cartel, Sean Paul. So we're in good books with them. So that's why we've managed to have all the big acts there. We've produced for Vibes Cartel, Bavado, Ioctane, Roman Virgo. Everyone that has come to Zimbabwe, we've produced. Charlie Black, we've done records for them. Besides that, we've managed to work with Major Lazer on a record called Follow Me Coco by Juicer Dementa. We've done that. So we've ticked a lot of boxes.
So how did you get connected with Major Lazer?
We've been around for a while. Juicer is the founder of Abra. So we're pretty much the only organization from Zim that have been pushing for an international network.
Okay.
Trying to get our sound out there and keep it here.
Yeah.
Right? So our marketing wasn't mainly on what? Just Zimbabwe. Though we've done stuff in Zim for Winky T, like Controversy, Konzeresa, King Shite, those old things. And if we're talking of recent things, if it's Winky, then what else? I think you know Ngoni's track.
Yeah.
Right? That song, we've done that as well. We've done a lot of songs.
So you've done a lot of.
But we work quietly. We try and let our work speak for itself. Mainly, our main goal is to get our work out there. Right? We've worked with Alexander Burke in the UK. We've done a record for like a remix. So production-wise, there's a lot of work. I won't finish. I won't really finish because there's a lot
to it.
There's a lot to the work we've done on the production end.
Okay.
So and mainly in Africa, we've done for big names right now. There's Waire from Kenya. We produced for Waire. We produced for Samini. We produced for Stoneboy. Right. All of those people. Anyone who is the biggest dancehall artist in any country in Africa, we've worked with. So that's great. And but mainly I'm a musician. Just a musician. Just a G.
But that is a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Because most people, I think, when they see you, they just associate you with the Mukoko song, but there's more to it.
There's a lot to
There's
it.
a lot to it. You're doing a lot out there, and like you said, your music speaks for itself, and that's a good thing because, like with like a younger audience, when they see you, they'll be like, "Oh, I want to be a musician." But when they hear the fact that you're actually pushing the boundaries, like you're not just working to be famous in Zimbabwe or to push your art in Zimbabwe, you're also trying other things in other countries.
I've been trying to I really want to take our work out there, our craft out there. Because if we actually believe we're good enough, we need to put in the work and take it out there. I remember a lot of musicians will complain. They're like, Nigerians get a lot. They're favored a lot, and they get a lot of airplay. They're on Trace, and I say now and on the DSTV channels, it's just and South African music. But guess what? These people are putting in the work.
Yeah,
They're putting in the work. Go online and search for Nigerian videos. Guess what? They are high quality videos, and you can actually appreciate that, you know what, these people are trying, you know. And we tend to blame a lot on the rates here, how people can't afford and whatnot. If anyone remembers, the Naira wasn't even that perfect back then, right?
That's true.
But they put the work
put the work in.
Yeah, because you could have synergies, like with media houses or marketing agencies like VPCG. They're gonna work with me very much. Just saying, it works out for the better.
Yeah, so it's also about like partnering with the right people, pushing yourself as an entity, and not giving up. So if you're out there, you want to be a musician, but also have bigger dreams of trying out other industries. He's a perfect example.
I listen to that. No,
Yeah, so-
I'm just trying. I've just got a passion for seeing people who deserve it make it, you know. So I do get a lot of people who hit me up in my inbox. I want to sing. I want to do this, and I'm open to giving people a lot of advice on how to do it. And I'll speak to you people as someone who has actually failed before. I just didn't wake up and have mukoko. I've actually submitted music to radio stations. First time I submitted music was 7 years back. I had an album set. Well, not an album, so to speak. It's an EP. And barely got airplay. Maybe once, twice, 3 times. And I decided to go back to the drawing board. And here I am.
Years later. And now they're asking you for your music.
But it's only the beginning for me. It's only the beginning. I want to go further than just Zim. Zim is I always tell my artists that Zim is a rehearsal space. Just do the best we can here. Practice as much as possible. Then for a while.
So I was asking earlier that what crazy encounters have you had with your fans, whether online or in real person?
Those are really interesting. I remember one time I was in Birmingham, right, Wolverhampton rather, and I had a performance there, which was great, and I'd booked a hotel in another place, right. I had to change the hotel I was in to go to another one, so that I'm safe. Because a lot of women were there already for that.
Waiting for you.
I had to change. But crazy stuff. My DM is very interesting. It goes down in the DM. It's it's very, very interesting. It has a lot of pledges. Let me put it that way. Yeah. So yeah. But it's really interesting. You meet really interesting people. I think for me the exciting bit is I'm safe. I'm seeing someone, but she's the best because we pretty much take everything as a joke. Like I remember one time I posted something. Yeah, that post again about what do you want and whatever. One of the comments said, "I want to have your baby," right? And we were laughing about it. Like, oh, okay. I was like, what? So my girlfriend comes and she's like, oh, Tytan, why don't you want to give people their babies? Right? Who doesn't want a Tytan baby? And we're laughing. Yeah. So yeah, it depends on how you take it. I'm open to anything. I love my laughs, so I don't really take everything, seriously. Because
Life is not that serious.
it's not that serious, really. People. I believe people can do whatever they want. You can't judge people according to what they want and how they live their lives. If a girl is in front of you and she says, you know what, I like you. What's wrong with that? It's now up to you what you should do with that, with that comment. Or if you want to stick to your lane, you stick to your lane. If you want to get into the same car and go,
it's up to you.
You're in that lane. Yeah, it's life is not that serious, really.
But it's a good thing that you can laugh
at
the crazy stuff.
Crazy is good. Actually, I've had that statement since high school, since I was 13. It's like crazy is good.
Keeps things interesting.
Yeah.
So, guys, Honest will take over for the second segment. Thank you for joining me in the first one, and thank you, Tytan.
And we want her in the second one as well. You know when there's a woman in a picture, people watch more. Yeah, like how I put a man in the video.
Okay, guys.
Alright guys, welcome to the second segment of the VPCG social chat. We still have Tytan. I was laughing my lungs out right just a few minutes ago.
That's very unfair, right? Why didn't they put that on camera?
No, we didn't want to see that part. It was really funny, but yeah. Tytan, welcome to the second segment. First of all, I must say, this is a really nice shirt.
Thank you.
How important is image as a musician?
I think it's very important, but it has to go with exactly the type of person you are and the type of music you sing or you produce. Take for instance, I can give an example of a Nigerian rapper. His name is Fowls. So an upcoming Nigerian rapper is really big now, but he has all this pidgin English, you know. And it's deep, you know, the type that people in the masses would understand, not the elite, right? I remember one post he had. He was complaining about a promoter that started marketing an event, saying he was going to be there when he was not going to be there. So he's there with his pidgin English. I know they understand, and right. And when he got to talking about business, right at the end, the last 3 seconds, he spoke the Queen's language proper, and his fans were laughing because I follow that. I follow his work. His fans were laughing. They're like, and then you had to go. You speak straight English, and when you're talking about your money, right. So, but you understand that the image he portrays, he portrays himself as the successful musician that came from, the ghetto and whatever. But yeah, it depends on how you present yourself. It's really good to look good. It's great. You need to do that all the time because if you're to collaborate with international acts and whatever, it has to complement them. You know, unless if you have a niche market, like you do world music, and your style is, proper Afro, long hair, don't care, like the Jewish, or whatever, like you have your Afro and whatever, and you always have it, and if you have a video, you always have grunge effects or nature whatever. So it differs. It depends on how the branding you have, what your brand stands for. But ultimately, image is very important. It's very important.
You did talk about international musicians. Which international artist would you want to work with in future?
Future?
Yeah. Or now?
Now.
Yeah.
I've got my eye on a number of acts. I've got my eye on Sauti Sol from Kenya.
Sauti Sol, really good. They did a track with Mikasa.
Yeah, they did a track with Mikasa, Two-Face. Well, they're all over. Got my eye on Yanya. Got my eyes on David Guetta. I got my eyes on Major Lazer. International acts, right? What else? I've got a number of acts that I want to work with, mainly African, of course. But
so when it comes to Africa, which artist? We had said international. So in Africa, let's say from other countries like Namibia, Zambia, we never hear a lot of musicians from those kind of countries.
There are quite a lot of musicians there. They're big, but mainly I think because of the genre. They're pretty strong on their language, right? Yeah. So it's a certain market, that really understands it. Take for instance, we're in Zim. If you pretty much have your song Shona from front to end, right? Fine, us Zimbabweans might understand it, but we haven't really given our music crossover appeal in the sense of how people might understand it. Take for instance other African countries like Ghana and Nigeria or even Kenya, they have certain songs that you'll understand that when you get to the hook, right, you will get your English there. It might not be as perfect as the Queen's language, but you will understand as a foreigner that this person is saying this. So you're able to sing it. Get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it makes it hard for people. If I can confess, like Mukoko, you can hear that this is a really nice song. It's a good song, and probably if you can just sing the Hona Gunahaka Mukoko, but it will be hard for you to be saying maybe this is Chimoko, right? As a foreigner.
As a foreigner.
Yeah. So if anything, if something I've learned is to actually have that crossover appeal. Mm-hmm. You need to have something that people are going to be able to sing along to. Now back to what you were asking.
Yeah.
Yeah. The what you call it? The Angolans, Namibians, Mozambicans.
Zambians.
So they have their market.
Okay.
Zambians have. The first time you noticed that a Zambian track went international was the Amarula track.
Oh yeah, the Amarula.
Now when you sing that song, Amarula, oh can you see my Amarula? It's English.
Yeah.
But in his accent, of course. Right? So there's a crossover appeal.
Yeah.
People need to understand what she's singing as well. So you kind of you widen your demographic when you're singing a language that a lot of people understand as well. I'm not saying you can't sing in your own language. You can, right? But because that's your pride, so it's very important.
So what happens when you say performing in South Africa? Do you ever get the South Africans singing along to your track in the actual local language, Mukoko, right from the beginning up to the end?
Yeah, they actually do that. Mm-hmm. I think what happens with that crossover appeal I'm talking about is you have, like, when you put your foot into the international market, you get to a point where you can say whatever you want and people will sing along to it. Because they will listen to your music over and over again. Take for instance Oliver Mtukudzi. South Africans love Oliver Mtukudzi. Zambians love Oliver Mtukudzi. But guess what? If you remember way back then, he had all those English songs, you know, that people would sing along to. What's that? You're in the right direction. Yeah, you know, like you're gonna sing along to songs that you understand. So when you put his foot in, he was like, "I'm set. Time to do me."
Yeah.
You know, so it's you're allowed to do you when you get that far. Yeah.
Tytan, let's talk about your social media presence. I love the way you push content on the WhatsApp number, on Instagram. Do you have a team that you work with on that kind of content, or do you just plan your content by yourself and then push it along the way?
Well, I have a team, but I, being me, like I said, I like doing things my way.
Yeah.
I handle my social media personally. So don't be fooled that you'll never send a message to my social media and get a reply from my team. I feel if I was a supporter or a fan or well wisher, whatever we're gonna call it, or believer, I think it's really disrespectful to actually get someone else to answer my personal messages, especially when I say these are mine. Even if I had someone who knew how
even if let's say you're
think.
too busy, won't you get somebody to manage your social media? Or
it's fine to get someone to post about what can I say, commercial things, like I was at this show on this day and that day and we had fun. Now coming back to, I got an addiction. I check my messages as we go. I'm a multitasker.
It's
now,
really good, yeah.
Coming back to social media, replying and all that, right? I can get my aunt sending me a message, and my team is on it. Should they reply that?
No. That could be something
because they can sense it. I can tell you one person who replies every message personally, and I can confess. Don Jazzy, he does that. He's got about 2.2 million follow us on Instagram. Just Instagram. But he makes time to respond to messages. You would understand if your numbers are larger, you might not get time to do it on time. Your response rate is not as quick as lesser numbers. But you do reply anyway. Someday you will, right? So it's important to actually reply your messages personally, because not everyone will text you. It's not a big deal. Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's edition of VPCG Social Chat. Thank you so much to Tytan. How do I say Nyabonga? Nyabonga.
Yeah, you pronounced it well.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
there
10
we
marks
go.
for me, man. Thanks so much for coming through.
$10 for me.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely.
That is it today.
Alright, so if you've got any questions, you can use hashtag VPCG Social Chat on all social media platforms. Then we'll be able to direct them to Tytan here.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, well, I can do that, definitely.
Yeah.
Ask me anything. Like anything.
Do you mean anything?
Yeah.
Alright, great. So anything, we'll be able to direct the questions to Tytan. And guys, thanks so much.
All right.